Hey, how's it going, Aries? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah, and I'll be hosting this reading for you happening for the full moon in Aquarius. So, biggest takeaway from the full moon in Aquarius is channeling energy that is innovative, that is humanitarian in nature, that is also unconventional on account of that. When I think about the type of attitudes we need to have for transformative change. And also with the ruling planet Uranus, liberation and intuition. So it's very powerful energy right now. We're in an age of Aquarius, and this fabulousness is really important to keep positivity. And I don't mean toxic positivity, I mean like sustainable positivity. This moon is great for that. So get your moon rituals in order and try and capture some of this light of the moon if you can, and don't feel bad if you can. It's something for you to just move through and acknowledge at the end of the day. Okay? So let's see what Mildred's got to say for this full moon in Aquarius for the sign of Aries. For the fabulous sign of Aries, but you know that you're fabulous. Ooh, dragon. So, dragon, I know this is kind of related to a tarot card. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, dragon is about magnificent power and good fortune. So kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a good luck card, but it has more to do with strength, courage, wisdom. Dragons are magnificent beasts. They are massive, and they also protect a lot of, they protect their treasure. They protect themselves as well, having been hunted mythologically. So maybe that's how you're feeling right now. You're feeling like people are after you, but you're sought after on some level, your fabulousness. And you might be feeling like a very low, like you might be feeling energy being drained of you by others because you're so highly sought after and you're in high demand on some level. So don't worry about meeting the expectations of others, I would say. What are your expectations for yourself? And are you being too hard on yourself? So if this is you definitely want to just honor the gifts that you bring to the table, and don't question them on any level. I don't really see you doing that. You know that you're awesome, Aries. So don't question yourself, and count your blessings as well. I would say count your blessings. Don't be too hard on yourself. Let's see what the Zammers got to say. The Zammer twins. All right, so we have pedigree. Okay, so maybe you come from wealth. Maybe, or you experience privilege on some level. You could be born into privilege. So that makes absolute sense. And we have a dragon here as well. So maybe you've got some like House Targaryen action happening. You are fabulous on that level. All right. But you knew that. You knew that already. Judgment. So, an awakening is in the cards. An awakening is something either that you're concerned with. Maybe you're in the middle of it. You're wondering if this is what's happening, if this is what's going down for you. Are you in the middle of an awakening, or are you about to embark on an awakening? Like, are you feeling it happening? There are signs. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but you can Google them. So go check that out. And usually it has a lot to do with like shedding people in your life, shedding, like also retreating into the home, into your own space, kind of isolating yourself. You're going to come to the realization about something. And that something has to do with balance. Balancing your skill set. Balancing how much you put out. Also recognizing your skill set. It's almost like doing what you got to do to get some coins coming your way, or to get yourself healthy, to get yourself in a better place. I feel as though too, with the level of balance with the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like sustainability again. Wanting to manifest coins. We have ideas. We're like doing the work, getting stuff going, and also making sure that it is sustainable. So not just fast cash. Sometimes it's about fast cash. Sometimes it's like paycheck to paycheck fabulousness with the Two of Pentacles. But I feel like this time around, you really want to figure out how to make it sustainable, whatever it is that you're doing, or you want to get more financially literate. Increase your financial literacy, how to legitimize your business and keep it on track and on point when it comes to the books. And it's not like, this is not any indication that what you're doing is wrong or that you're involved in some shady business. I mean, that could be the case. None of my business. All I'm saying is that it's about you knowing how to make everything proper, how to file your taxes, how to, do the business things, right? This could also just be you wanting to get back into the groove if you've been off on some level, bringing balance to the force, right? And we're doing that by channeling our inner hermit. Hermit ruled by Virgo, also ruled by Sagittarius, this card. Not Sagittarius, Saturn. The light has an interesting shape that indicates some Saturnian energy as well. A lot of the planets were thought to be ruled by Saturn, not the signs. Several of them. I think Aquarius being one of them, and also maybe Virgo. Originally ruled by Saturn until Uranus was discovered. Seen by a human being, aka discovered. But it was there since the beginning of time. We just didn't know. There's a dose of humble pie for you right there with the Hermit. Okay? So many doses of humble pie, Sometimes people, we end up mentoring them. They take off, become more successful at what you initially were doing. A good teacher always understands that they have something to learn from their student. Always, always, always. I mean, when you think about the way that educational institutions are set up, people build tenure faculty. They build tenure based on absorbing the ideas of the young folks who come through consuming the product of degree, right? So as students, we are basically paying for people to gaze upon our ideas and then bank off of that. Capitalism. All right. So, Queen of Swords and the Empress. So within, the Empress is all about ideas. Ideas that may be gestating over a 9-month period. This could also be an actual human being, but subconsciously I would say that there are some new ideas that you want to come up with. New ideas or new and innovative things that you want to incorporate in your practice, in whatever it is that you're doing. And this awakening is probably going to be some type of catalyst for that change or for that inclusion of new things. Now, in your past, there's somebody who you've learned from, or just in general who has kind of shown you the way on some level, how to nurture your mind, maybe they've been a little bit harsh. It sounds harsh. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it's very transformative. It's one of those things where, it kind of cut through you. It felt a little bit sharp, but it's just one of those things where, you were sort of probably already, it's making you stronger, if that makes sense. Those words that cut deep they might not be a pretty truth, but it's definitely the reality of life is harsh. And, we live in a society that is centered in individualism. And Aries, you know that you are awesome and full of awesomeness and very sort of ego driven. Your ego is your strength, right? But it's important to understand that, there's all kinds of egos. There's lots of egos. So, Lego my ego. Maybe that's what you need to say. That's what you need to say to other people or something. But either way, this person is interested in nurturing your mind, and they did so. You learned from them. And now you're ready to embark on a new journey. Yes. A new journey that is centered in just banking, building a legacy, and gaining a peace of mind. Maybe building a legacy for the purpose of a peace of mind. Peace within your mind, right? Again, money, you got the foundation. It's clear. You are on the ground, doing what it is that you're doing, learning what it is that you're learning, right? You are rising to the occasion. Rise up, rise up. Come on, baby. I don't know who sings that song. That's an oldie and a goodie. Feeling the love. You got some feels. People see that you're in your feels. You want, I don't know, do you want to be around friends like some old buddies from back in the day? Or do you want to be around people that give off that vibe? You want to make some new friends that got some old school values that you subscribe to? Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Don't be cold. Just kidding. You're afraid of being cold on some level. Maybe you want to be detached, or you're worried that you've become too detached. This, though, people mistake the Four of Swords as like being like icy and cold-hearted, right? Like balancing out your emotions with shutting them off and numbing out. And some people take this as distasteful in terms of like how emotions go. But at the same time, it's really, really important, and you probably already have a good understanding of this, that doing you and like retreating and whatever it is that you need to like feel good about yourself, right? Whatever you need to come up with in your mind, or in your heart even, that's for you. That's 100% for you to make yourself feel better, okay? And then I don't know if this is making sense or not, because I feel like I'm being vague. I'm hearing like that doesn't, you're being vague. So it's also an act of self-care to numb out. It's an act of self-care to numb out. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? If you feel like you're cut off and you are justified in being cut off because your emotions are overwhelming, then do it. I'm not saying that you need to like go and indulge, but don't be afraid of being cut off. Don't be afraid of